Hi, this is Mr. Ball. This is part two of subsets and power sets on power sets. What is a power set? Power set is any set. It's all the subsets. It's a set of all the subsets that we can make. And we're going to go through a process today about how to find out how to make all of the subsets. And this includes the empty set. And we're going to find out how to count the number of subsets too. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start with a simple set. All right, and my set A is A, B, C. Okay, and we want to know what the power set of A is. That means all the subsets. How can I find all the subsets? I'm gonna kind of break this down into a few steps here, and we're gonna kind of draw a tree. And I'm gonna start with the empty set, or either one of those is okay. And I'm gonna decide, do I want A or not? So the first thing I'm going to go is I'm going to go up here. I'm going to say, yes, I want to use A. And then down here, I'm going to break it down and say, no, I don't want to use A. And we're going to do that for B and C too. So if I have the empty set and now I add A, okay, I get that. And if I have the empty set and I don't add A, well, I still have the empty set done. Okay, so before we started with the empty set and we just decided, are we going to add this or not add this? And we added this element, and we didn't add it on this side. All right, next, I'm going to step over to B, and I'm going to ask, do I want to add B? So from this side, I'm going to break this up into two, and I'm going to say yes and no. So if I add B to this set, then it looks like that. And if I don't add B to this set, then it looks like that. We'll do the same thing down here. Yes, I want to add. No, I don't want to add. So I have the empty set. I want to add B. I get B. If I don't add anything, then I get the empty set. So here we have 4. We started out with 1. Next we had 2. Next we had 4. And if we go off onto C, then we're going to divide it up again, and we're going to say, yes, I want to add C, or no, I don't want to add C. So the first thing we're going to have is A, B, or C. And then if we don't add C, we're going to have A and B. All right, I'm going to do the same thing with A here. I want to add C. I don't want to add C. So if I take A and I add C, then I'll have A and C. Make that a little bit clearer. If I don't, then I'll just have A. I'm going to do that the same thing for each of these. Do I want to add C? Yes or no? So here I have B and C, and here I just have B. And the empty set, I want to add C, yes or no? Then I'll just have C and the empty set. So here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the first step I had just one thing, that's the empty set. Second, I had 2 sets with this one element. The third step, I added another element, and then I had 4 sets. And then the fourth step, I added another element, and now I have 8. So we want to know, what is this power set? So this is all of these sets. It's all power set is all of these sets up in here. So it is a set of sets. So this is the empty set, and we could draw that to look like this again, of course, if you want to. And then I'm going to put it's set A, set with a B, set with one element, which is C. And I have A and B, that's from here, and I have A and C, and that's from here, and I have B and C, and that's from here, and I have A, B, and C, and that's my power set. It's the set of all the subsets, and I kind of reordered these so that it looks nice, but it's not important. This order in sets is not important, so we could just read down like this and put those in that order, and the answer would still be perfectly fine. Let's look at another example. Make sure that my pencil is on. So let's see. I've got a little bit simpler example. I'm going to go with numbers this time. So I've got two numbers, 1 and 2, and I want to find all the subsets. I'm going to start out with the empty set, and I'm going to put my elements up here, and I'm going to ask, do I want to add 1 or not? Do I want to add 2 or not at each step? And so my first step, I say yes, I want to add 1. So empty set plus an element of 1 is just that, and here we didn't add anything. Next I want to know, do I want to add a 2? Yes or no? So if I add a 2 to this set with 1, then I get 1, 2. And over here I said no, so I didn't add anything, it's still 1. And here I have the empty set. I want to add 2, and here, no, I don't want to add 2. So empty set plus 2 is 2, and if I don't add anything, then I still get that. So here's our power set. So our power set of A is, and I'll show you, I can just put them in order like this, like that, straight down there. 1, 2, 1, whoops, 2, and the empty set. Alright, I can put them in that order because order doesn't matter. But normally people want to start with the smaller sets first and then go up to the bigger sets. But again, doesn't matter because order doesn't matter in sets. So we got one more example I'm going to show you. Okay, and this one's going to be a little bit more complicated. So I'm going to start off with I'm going to have 4 names here. I've got Nuh, and I've got Caesar, and I've got who else can I put in? I can put in P, and I can put in Pun. Okay, so I've got 4 over here. I'm going to start off with my empty set, and I'm going to go step by step and ask, do I want to add Nuh? Do I want to add Caesar? Do I want to add P? Do I want to add Pun at each step? So first thing I've got, yes, I want to add Nuh. No, I don't want to add Nuh. So I add Nuh. I don't add Nuh. Next, do I add Caesar? Yes or no? So now I've got Nuh and Caesar. Or I've just got Nuh, and over here I've just got Caesar. Or I still have nothing, so I added Caesar or I didn't add Caesar. Okay, and here I want to add P or I don't want to add P. So now I've got Nuh, Caesar. Tell you what, I'm going to move Pun up over here, okay? I think it's going to get a little bit busy. And P. Or I don't, and I still got Nuh and Caesar. So I've got Nuh and I want to add P, or I don't want to add P. So now I've got N and P, and here I don't want to add anything, so I've just got N. So here I want to add P, and here I don't want to add P. So now I've got Caesar and P, and here I've got just Caesar. Okay. And the last one down here, we've got the empty set, and we want to add P. So I'll just get P, and here I don't want to add anything. Okay, so then we got one more step, and we're going to add pun. So I've got N, Caesar, P, and pun, and you'll see this is the set. So the set is always a subset, right? So they can be equal. And here I don't want to add it, so I've got N, Caesar, and P. This one I would divide it again, so I've got N, Caesar, and pun. And here I don't want to add anything, so I've got N and Caesar. Alright, and we're going to go through and we're just going to add bam, 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 all these, okay? And in the end, how many are we going to have? We're going to have 16. So if we have 0 elements, we're going to have one subset. If our set that we're making the power set from has 1 element, we're going to have two subsets. And if our set that we're making the power set from has 2 here, then we're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4 subsets. If we end up using three elements, our set has 3 elements, and we want to make a power set, the total number of sets is going to be 2 to the third, which is 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and if we ended up going out to 4 elements, our power set has 4 elements, then it's 2 to the fourth, which is 16. So here we're going to have 16 sets, and then when we write it out, it's going to be really long. All right, so I hope that was clear for you. We're going to practice in class a little bit.